What's going on YouTube? JChooserborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Joker #4. This one was written by James Tynion IV, with art by several other people in that involved. So yes, this one picks up right after the events of the previous one, where Joker and Jim finally had their little confrontation, and Joker's like, well, we're going to have to work together to survive the situation. So this picks up right where that's left off. Jim Gordon is still kind of the main character focal point of this issue. Like, we're told from things from his perspective, which I like. It's got that neo-noir detective feel going on here, and Gordon's kind of in over his head with the Joker because he's got all these different factions going after Joker, and Joker claims that he didn't cause these incidents because he wasn't really there to like leave a mark or anything. It's kind of like done to frame him and take the fun out of all of it. So there's a bit of a mystery going on here, and also we also see the three different Batgirls, Stephanie, Cass, and Barbara, kind of doing their own little thing, trying to investigate this woman who hired Jim Gordon, who has ties to the Court of Owls, and we see where that kind of leads to. Then there's also the Punchline backup, which is very brief and really also has Harper Row in that. So there's a lot crammed into this issue, but I still am enjoying the Joker thing overall. I like the artwork, I like the style. I like the fact that there's these different factions going after him. You also have like She-Bane right there doing everything she can to go after the Joker. Joker seemingly is caught up in a situation. He's able to find a way to kind of get out of it. We also have Jim Gordon, who has Joker in his sights, and again, he spends most of the time kind of inner monologuing about the whole scenario. Like, should I do it? Should I finally kill the Joker? Is this finally a chance I can just kind of get away with it? But there's something in Jim that's just kind of keeping him from going all the way and finishing the job with the Joker once and for all. And I think that's kind of annoying to Joker because Joker kind of just wants to be able to say, like, he kind of broke Jim Gordon. But at the same time, Joker is kind of excited by what's going on with Jim. He's a private detective now, like, trying to go off on his own to solve this thing. He's like, you know what? I could kill you, Jim, but I'm going to go ahead and use you. So, yes, Joker is able to get out of a situation and kills a bunch of people in some disturbing ways. You also see Stephanie Brown and all that, who's also just wants to kind of get a massage herself after investigating this woman. We see kind of at the very end of it, one of the towns is there after Barbara Gordon, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with Cass and all that. Maybe Cass is going to get into a fight with the town in the next issue, but clearly Babs is in on something going on here. There's also a really disturbing scene where Joker has some guy like with like a hot wire like wrapped around their face to like kind of burn into it. That's kind of disturbing. So we got that. He doesn't kill Jim. He decides to kind of let him go ahead and investigate the thing that are happening. He's like, go ahead, solve this thing, and we'll break you in a different way. But Jim ends up getting saved by She-Bane, who's like, go ahead, go home before your innocence and all that is just kind of taken away from you. Because She-Bane's like, look, there's no honor in this thing. Just let us just do our job. Let us finish the Joker once and for all. But Jim Gordon has a case to solve. He needs to find out what's really going on here. What really was the cause of the whole A-Day thing? Because at first he thinks it's all strip Joker. But as Joker starts to explain things, it starts to make him realize maybe he's being played in this whole thing. Perhaps it's the people who hired him. Perhaps it's somebody else pulling the strings. I think it's the magistrate and all that stuff tied to that. Or it could be the Court of Owls. Or it could be like some secret villain that we're not aware of. Maybe even Scarecrow and that. Who knows at this point, but it does have me excited. Then in the backup, we have Punchline, who pretty much is able to escape from any situation at this point. You knew Punchline's not going to get killed. Harper Row escapes from her death trap after the events of the previous thing, and Punchline's now like the new like queen of the whole prison, taking down the Royal Flush Gang despite getting your ass beat after the previous thing. So yes, we have Punchline doing her thing and Royal Punch Gang stuff there. It wasn't really much to the backup with Punchline, just kind of something that's kind of there. But my main enjoyment of this thing is the developing plot with Jim Gordon and the Batgirls kind of solving things with the Court of Owls involved. There's a big mystery going on here. It's all driven from like Gordon's point of view, and he's trying to think like, is he a good cop? Is he a bad cop? Like, what's kind of happened to Jim at this point with his whole story? Is like, he doesn't really know if he views himself as a good person anymore after all the things that he's kind of let happen. And he's just trying to figure things out. Like, what does he do? He's got the Joker in his sights. Does he pull the trigger? Does he not? I don't know. I always found that to be kind of interesting because Gordon could end this thing once and for all, but there's something that just keeps pulling at him. Like, there's like this small glimmer of good and hope and all that that's just kind of like inside him that prevents him from really kind of crossing the line. So I like that about him. Like, Joker is trying to push him to limits even more so than what happened in The Killing Joke in his eyes, to do something a little bit different, to really change his perspective on things. I kind of like that. I like what Tynion's doing with the Joker book. it's just been a consistently enjoyable issue, from the artwork to the characters involved, the little detective noir perspective, having Jim Gordon be kind of the lead in this thing and Joker as a factor in this, and like kind of the action and how like this thing's kind of paced. The backup stuff is the weak point for me. Like I'm not too interested in what's going on with Punchline, but it's just kind of like added stuff for me at this point. So yeah, overall consensus, I am liking the Joker book. I think it's stronger than the main Batman book. I know I see this a lot in all these different videos, but really kind of the weakest Batman book, Batman family related book right now in terms of the main stuff. Well, I haven't read Catwoman. I guess that kind of counts too. But like the weakest thing is kind of like the main Batman book. I'm liking Detective Comics more. I'm liking Robin more. I'm liking Nightwing more. Urban Legends more, and I'm liking the Joker book more. So yeah, not to say the main Batman book is like terrible or anything like that. It's just I'm just kind of losing interest in it. And but the Joker stuff is keeping me intrigued because it's it's the Joker, it's Jim Gordon. Batman's not really involved in this thing. You got other Bat family members kind of taking like the spotlight in this, so I'm kind of liking that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the Joker issue 4. What did you think of it? Did you like this issue? Did you dislike this issue? Tell me what you thought of it in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications, all that other fun stuff. I'll be back next week to talk about some more comic book stuff. I got some other videos that are in the works right now, but I wanted to get this thing out here. Happy Friday. Hope everyone has a terrific weekend, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.